everything from a notorious murder case to some pretty famous names who constantly court controversy.
Yeah, we're talking about Facebook. They're now laying down the hammer on some pretty well-known posters out there, Natisha.
Yeah, that's right, Ron. A big social media story today. Facebook is cleaning up its pages by purging several controversial accounts from its platforms.
The tech giant Facebook announced today individuals will be banned for spreading hate speech on both Facebook and Instagram. Some of those banned include InfoWars publisher Alex Jones. Jones was previously banned from Facebook last August, but now is also banned from Instagram. Nation of Islam leader Louis Farrakhan is banned for anti-Semitic rhetoric, and far-right activist Laura Loomer for targeted harassment. In a statement to NBC, Facebook said, "We've always banned individuals or organizations that promote or engage in violence and hate, regardless of ideology. The process for evaluating potential violators is extensive, and it is what led us to our decision to remove these accounts today." Back in March, the company also banned any group supporting white nationalist and white separatism.
So when I posted about this story earlier today on Twitter, I received a tweet back from this man who says, "Never underestimate your belief's potential to become the next bigotry that gets you suspended or even banned." He was advertising for another platform that allows you to post anything on it without any kind of suspension or ban, despite anything that the user might say. So there still are platforms out there for people who do want to spread that kind of rhetoric. Aisha.